Today, wonderful people, we are building one of these. Store it out, Max. I'm not called Max, but I'll still make it. You knew that was coming. There we are. It's by Keta. Whoever they may be. Well, in a band with a name like that. And so far we have achieved that. All you do is you stick each side into the base. Not stick. I don't mean that. You click or clip. So this is clipped together on the hole, although I have noticed in the instructions there are 44 screws. Boring. So the sheep are coming into the yard. They've turned it into something like a 1/24th scale model of Verdun. We had all this tidy. We had just tidied all this up. Thankfully, the guinea pigs have gone elsewhere to somebody who's got an older child. And so that's the guinea pig run. That's the other run, the extension. Smash, smash. And then, yeah, Verdun. You really could do that in black and white. You could pretty much fake it, couldn't you? They've absolutely trashed everything, and I think a lot of them have got some roughage issues because things are coming out thin and fast, so it's grim and smelly too. Look, I won't even go there, but you know. So, well done sheepies, their own diorama. Gone are the days of getting all your parts in a single ripped polythene bag. Gone are the subsequent days of getting all your parts in several ripped polythene bags. Now they come beautifully and stylishly laid out in a double vacuum formed package. This is two parts. They overlap along the central line, and then 4 screws have to go in. That means once I've got those in, there's only 36 more to go. The instructions are adamant about something, but I'm not sure what. Perhaps it's telling you to screw things in and hold them tight. Whatever, we'll find out. There's the back on. I'm doing this today because the weather's nice. You can see the sunshine causing light and shade, and it's just started to snow. Typical. And it's getting heavier. You might be able to spot that. Never mind, we'll soldier on. You get interesting screws. They're alright, aren't they? Except the cruciform inset isn't very deep, so there's a lot of shouting and screaming goes on where they're concerned, and I've resorted, and I don't like doing it, I've resorted to the electric drill to screw them in. Just lacks a bit of refinement usually, I find. There we go. And with my ever faithful assistant by my side, how can I go wrong? Hey? How can I? Apparently the cat says she's just moved into this box now. There we go. Fixing the hinge onto the lid is proving the hardest bit. I've been trying to not mention it, but I said there were 4 screws to go into the 2 black panels for the back, and there were 5. Counting to 5, that's a young man's game, isn't it? Can't be bothered with accuracy. Anyway, I ended up putting 5 in. But here, sadly it's too dark, but here is why I needed to get the old drill with power involved, because you have to drill through, in most, not all, but most of the screwing experience, you have to drill through solid plastic. Indeed, you have to pierce virgin polymers. So, and this proved the worst on the other side. I had to keep reversing the drill to kind of mash the hole, because I didn't want to mash the screw. Don't like that. And even then it hasn't fitted brilliantly. Ended up mashing the screw, as I'm sure you can see. But look, I would have thought this would have gone down into the slot. And here we've got a lot of play at the back. It all seems to work, but it would have been nicer if it had fitted better. And there's no option. There is no room for play because of the holes you've got to put the screws in. So, tough this bit. So now on this side, having learnt my lesson, I still managed to completely trash that screw. Even though I took the whole thing out, got a fresh screw and screwed directly through the plastic. Then took that screw out and put this one back in, which was in good nick. But it's that bad. Absolute mess. Then I went on to that one, put all my force into it. It wasn't a problem at all, and I've cracked the plastic. I'm going to pay for that in the future, aren't I? Never mind. Next. You what? That don't look right, does it? Oh, I'm saying nothing. Sun's come out now. So, I have to say, thank you Mrs. Meltdown for your assistance.
You're welcome.
You enjoyed that, didn't you?
It's nice to be out in the sun.
You're afraid of electric drills though, aren't you?
Yeah.
Fair enough. Scary. I've just noticed the instructions suggest one builds this on a rug. Gravel's like a rug, isn't it? Won't come to any harm. That'll be alright. The bolt is very interesting. Let's do it that way. There you go. It's a big block of plastic, slots in the door, and you slot a cap over it. So there's the bolt, there's the cap, they go in together, push them in flush, flip the door over and screw them in. Or you screw the cap in and it holds the bolt. And the cap has grooves in it, which allows the bolt to be set at 3 different positions, hence the noise. That was alright, that was satisfying, but unfortunately the last screw I went through and cracked the plastic again, went with a bit of a bang. I'll pay for that as well, won't I? Hinges, therefore they come as a pair, but look, it's almost like an Airfix kit. They're held together with a bit of sprue. Oh, bringing back memories, marvellous stuff. Simple and satisfying stuff. Here's the bottom hinge. There's just a hole in the bottom of the door to go over that. And then up here, a little bit more complex. You shove that in there and give it a wallop. It works. If only some Revell aircraft are that good. Let's face it, we're nearly done, aren't we? That's alright, coming along nicely. Easy stuff on the whole, apart from a couple of tricky screws. It's great. Ready to put the body in, the logs in. And you even get a plastic bolt to hold the door in place. Which is pretty much like having glass stilts or something, isn't it? is it easy enough to cut through, but then so are all the doors. I'm going to do it and I'm going to bolt it up to stop the wind blowing it about and animals getting in. Who wants to burgle the crap I'm going to put in there? Nobody, believe me. It's going to take two hands, isn't it? And impressively, the instructions have been correct all the way along. Click. It was a success. There we go. I like that. That's good. I have to say, I am very entertained by that toy lock. Look. Lovely stuff. Brilliant. What fun. And yes, I will be putting a padlock through it, as I say. And when I say doing all this a bit like plastic model kit, and it takes me back, yep, it takes me back about 3.5 days to when I was last fiddling about with one of them. We'll see that in another film. Nearly done. And there it is, done, amidst the wreckage of the rest of this place. Never mind, we're out the back. It's all okay. That was good fun. I would have another, just for the fun of making it. It's good, it's sizable, the cat approves, and it's one of those where you can open the two front doors or you can lift the lid off. It all went together, got some spare screws. I'll show you the variations that you can do with it when I go indoors. And we managed to get it over the self-seeding parsley plant. Mrs. Meltdown helped me move the box in place and then trod on the self-seeding parsley plant. But never mind, I think it will survive. It survived snow, high winds and a lot of water. It might just survive her. That's good, I like it. Turning out to be a nice day now I've finished. We're not using this as a bin, but it provides you with the kind of cup hooks and the chain which latches onto a bit on a bin, so you can lift it up. You can lift the lid up and it lifts your bin lids up and you can just chuck stuff away. That's smart. Mrs. Meltdown likes that. Whereas, if you buy some planks, you can put shelving in. Terribly adaptable. Got to get your own planks though. But for once as well, at least it provides you with the measurements. Even though the camera doesn't want to focus. Yeah, anyway, it's good. I like that. So, one way or the other, it's all done and we can buy some logs. Thank you for watching. Who knows, we may have landscape or a model next. I can't remember. And we'll get back to the Jagdpanzer. I think the last instalment is on the way. So, thanks again. See you soon.